What's up, friends and followers? How are you doing? I'm doing great, thanks for asking. And the recovery from the bitch tits surgery is going great. So thanks for asking. Today I want to talk about the bench press. And I want to dive into the question whether the bar has to touch your chest or not. And most people will just say yes, always. But if you take that answer, that cookie cutter answer, and just apply it, you're not thinking, you're not using your head to whether or not you really should be touching your chest with a bar. Okay, so the thing I'm gonna tell you is that it actually depends on who you are and how you're built, whether or not you should touch the bar with your chest. Now this is for bodybuilding purposes or building a physique purpose. So this is not powerlifting. If you're powerlifting, yes, the bar has to touch your chest. So no need to argue because you need to get your lift approved. But if your goal is to build a chest or build a shoulder or triceps, just build a physique, and you do not want to fuck up your shoulders, maybe you're not built to bench so deep that the bar touches your chest, and that's depending on how you're built. I'm gonna try to show you a few things. Okay, so if you take a look at my rib cage here, from my chest and all the way to the back, that's how thick I am, or not thick. Let's pretend that a person that is another Benjamin, just like me, but that person has a thicker rib cage, so his rib cage goes all the way up here. That means that he only has to bench like this, when I have to bench all the way down here. Okay, so that's the first thing you need to think about. How thick is your rib cage? Now that is going to matter on how far you need to bring the bar down. So already at that stage you should be able to figure out that everybody's not different. Okay, now next thing, your forearms. Your forearms, how long are they? If your forearms are really fucking short, you're not gonna have to do that much range of motion to bench press all the way down to your chest. If you see here, you need to bring it down like this. If your forearms are super long, you're gonna have to go really fucking deep in order to make the bar touch your chest. So if we use those two variables, let's take a person with a really big rib cage, okay, and really short forearms. His bench press is gonna be like this, just like that small tiny movement, and it's gonna do a great bench press. So, but that may not be the full range of motion for his chest. So maybe he wants to do a machine or dumbbells instead in order to go deeper, because he's limiting his range of motion because the bar stops at his chest. However, let's take a person with a really fucking tiny rib cage who is not that thick, and he has really long forearms. He's gonna have to fucking travel like fucking long distance in order to bench press, and for him it might be hell to get all the way down because he's not built for it. Okay, so now you may be thinking like, okay, but why can't you just travel the long distance? Okay, because sometimes for some people the shoulders will take a hit, will get damaged by doing that. So now how far should you bench? Can you bench to your chest or not? Now that is something you need to try for yourself, and I'm not really super intelligent on this subject, but I'm trying to open up your mind and hopefully get you to start thinking. Okay, but now let's take me for an example. Okay, I hope you can see. So if I'm here and I'm pretending to do a bench press now in the air, okay? And if I do this with both of my hands, I do, I lock back my shoulder and down, and I pretend to do proper bench press technique, and I stand here in the air. I have nothing that is pushing my arm down, so I'm doing this in the air, and I'm bringing it down here, and I'm bringing it all the way down. That feels natural, okay? So I'm bringing it all the way down here. I don't know how clear you can see, but however, if I'm using both my arms, I will have this much left for the bar to touch my chest. Now, if I'm under the bench press and I have, like, let's say 80 kgs, I can make the bar touch my chest, but that bar will be so heavy that it's forcing me down to a position that my shoulders do not want to be in, because the bar is heavy enough to force me into that position. Now that does not mean that I should do it, because my shoulders does not want to go that far down, which means that it's gonna fuck up my shoulders, which it did about 2 years ago. Now I had no idea that was the reason why I fucked up my shoulders. I had no idea, but now that I've gotten a little bit smarter, still stupid though, but I got a little bit smarter, I realized that maybe I'm not built to bench down to my chest. And that's something you need to figure out for yourself. So do this in the air, bring it down, pretend to bench press, and see how far down you go. Now you should not let the bar, or the weight of the bar, force your shoulders into a position that they do not want to be in. Okay, so that's the end of the story. Now, if benching to your chest with a bar is a part of your religion, and it's really close to your fucking heart, dislike the video. And tell me down in the comment section why you should always be benching to the chest. Because in my opinion, now that I've gotten smarter and I've learned stuff, it's fucking retarded to take a cookie cutter word and just apply it to everything. Everybody needs to bench to the chest. Everybody needs to squat ass to grass. Why don't you fucking think about it? Take a look at different people's mechanics, and you can figure out that everybody shouldn't be doing the same thing. Okay, so hopefully I opened your mind. I hope I didn't offend you. I hope you're not religiously believing that you need to do shit and I just offended you or what you believe in. I hope I made you think a little bit, and that's it for me. Peace.